They begin the drive with Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Now it's Stidham. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards for number 11.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stidham from the shotgun. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Stidham. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And deep to return is Josh Downs. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Richardson to throw again after the pick six. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Richardson. Through the middle of the field. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Richardson. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And this will be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Richardson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They hand off to their big tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Richardson looking to throw. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Balled at the 26. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Stidham. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Stidham on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here is 3rd and 5. Stidham. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Richardson looking to throw this. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DJ Jones drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Stidham. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Stidham. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. They just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Stidham, he's going to keep it on the option. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Stidham. That's into the hands of Reynolds. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Stidham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mike's coming. 44, Mike.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Here's Stidham to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Adam Troutman, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos have taken the lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. First and 10, it's Richardson. Looking for the out route, he's got his man. It's Mitchell. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Again, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, a 22.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Okay, ready?
Richardson to the air on first down. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Looking to throw. Richardson. Throw over the middle. Going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, Definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage. Good returns on the last drive. He hit the end zone for the second time. Good returns in this first half, really.
Yeah, good returns for his team. Really good returns for the guy. You know where I'm going. Darn right. Those fantasy guys who have him on their team, they're rejoicing right now, and they have a high expectation that what they've seen already
There's
will
going to be
continue.
more. You talk about fantasy line, but you don't. Why don't you just play? You don't.
I'm not good enough to play the fantasy game.
Stop it.
I enjoy watching
You're an
you do
analyst.
it.
You're an expert.
I mean, you were a champ last year. Keep it up.
5th place.
Okay. Well, that's a champ in my book.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Stidham sets to throw on first. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go again. Check line 45. You must be.
They'll set up a throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Check mic. Check mic.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Two yards to go, 2nd down.
I don't think you got it, sir. 44.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
44. Mike.
They go play action now. Stidham going for the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, it's Stidham. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you, too, in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now the defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Richardson. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw, Richardson. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And motioning left, that's Pittman. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Richardson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Taylor, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On first down, Stidham. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Stidham. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Stidham, he's going to keep it on the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
They try the left side here with Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Now Stidham. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 3.
Check, check. First down.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 89 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. Takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
And they'll try and run for the 1st with Sermon.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
That's quite a spot there for his 1st carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Sermon.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, Richardson to throw.
Touchdown, Colts!
Michael Pittman.
From 3 yards out.
And the Colts will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off on the touchdown catch by Michael Pittman. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stidham from the shotgun. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this one to Patrick. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Patrick. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Again, Stidham. He finds his man, complete. It's Patrick. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He completes this to Sutton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing again here, Stidham. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stidham. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him. Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Now it's Richardson. The toss here completed to Pittman.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Denver's offense now set to go.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
right?
Yeah,
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Stidham. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Stidham. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Stidham. And that is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And they'll run the toss here with Sermon. We'll get this up to about the 44.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
On third down, here's Richardson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So the Broncos now down 28-20, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Stidham. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now Stidham. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And that's caught by Williams.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
45. Mike, 45.
Stidham. Finding Williams once more, complete.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Here's 1st down. Now Stidham. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Stidham. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side, I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Stidham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Stidham to throw it. This one swung out to Williams.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here comes 2nd down.
Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll come to the line. This is 3rd and 3.
He'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee goes Richardson, and that should finish off this victory.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They looked pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my second or third day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early. Try and get on a schedule and feel good with it. Other teams say, forget it. Let's not let the effects jump on us. They come in as late as possible, as close to kickoff, and play. Whatever way they did it, it worked in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.